Interview. Safety first. That's what I'm all about. The kayaks, the canoes, the paddle boards all being cleaned up once again for this year's Paddlefest on the Ohio River. This year's paddling party will feature dozens, hundreds, maybe thousands. There are going to be so many people on the water. It's going to be awesome. And here to explain everything, Brewster Rhoads. Brewster, thanks for coming out,
thanks
bringing
so much.
the boat and everything once again. It really is just a sight to behold. In fact, John was talking about some of the photographs he's taken of this event. It's huge. How many people are you going to have on the water August 4th?
Well, we'll have about 2,000 people in 1,600 canoes and kayaks, making this once again the largest paddling event in America, which we're just so excited about right here in Cincinnati.
What year is this event in now?
This will be our 17th year, and this event this year is presented by, as it has for the last 2 years, by St. Elizabeth's Healthcare, and we're grateful for their involvement.
Would you ever have imagined, going back to when this thing first began, and it's grown and it's grown and it's grown and it's grown, that we would get to this point?
Well, it was always a fantasy. We started out with about 200 people back in 2002, and it just has grown every year. And it's really exciting because it's a great way to show off Cincinnati's most important natural resource and asset, the Ohio River, which is the reason we're here, our source of our drinking water, the photograph that people send when they home when they come visit a place. And it's our most important natural asset, as I say. And this is a way for people to have an intimate, personal, upfront, close experience with the Ohio on the one day the river is shut down to power boats and barges for us to enjoy it.
Amazing. And now, you get people out there with their GoPros on and everything else, and everybody's sharing pictures and that kind of thing. What do you hear from people who maybe saw a post on Facebook last year or the year before last, and they decided to come out this year, the newbies to the event? What do they tell you?
Well, there are a lot of people who put this event on their bucket list to do sometime in their life, and this is the year to do it if you haven't already. But they tell us they are so blown away by how clean and safe the Ohio River actually is, as opposed to thinking that it's dirty and dangerous, which is a preconceived notion a lot of folks have. So when they get out of the river at the end, they say, wow, what a great experience. We need to be better stewards of the Ohio, which is one of the things we want to encourage, is people to be more responsible to keep the river clean and safe.
For those who aren't familiar, what section of the river are we talking about? You go from where to where?
We start in the east end of Cincinnati at the Schmidt Recreation Complex, a boat ramp that Cincinnati Recreation Commission, one of our partners, runs, and we go 9 miles to the end, which is another Cincinnati Recreation Commission boat ramp at the Gilday Recreation Complex down Alden River Road. We have a halfway pit stop at the Cincinnati Public Landing.
Perfect.
Portalets, et cetera there. But we're really excited about this year's event, and you can still register online through Wednesday the 31st of July. You can also register, costs a little more, on Friday and then Saturday morning.
Oh, so you could even wait up to that point if you
can,
if you
but
wanted
it's so much easier and you save money if you register at OhioRiverPaddlefest.org in advance. And we have a party Friday night at the Schmidt Recreation Complex. It's free and open to the public with bands and food trucks, and we have 7 bands on houseboats, so it's a floating.
You mean as you're paddling along, you got the bands out on the river?
It's a floating music festival. So check that out.
That's
That's new this year in terms of how many we have. We also have canoe and kayak races. We're bringing those back. So we're just doing all we can to make this the best event ever and a way to show off the river and the wonderful opportunities we have to access it and doing paddling right here in Cincinnati.
Brewster, always appreciate talking to you. Thanks for coming in.
We're grateful.
Best of luck with the event. We'll get more information up at local12.com under the Get It tab. We'll be right back.